In Galatians chapter 2, verse 20, the Apostle Paul testified, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." These words have shaped my life more than perhaps any other in the New Testament. I can still remember the night when, as a teenager, I prayed and told God that I was ready to surrender everything to Him, my past, my present, and my future. I gave up all rights to myself and committed to living in obedience to Christ. At that moment, I claimed God's promise to entirely sanctify my heart and life. I was only 16 years old, but that experience was just as real to me as the moment when I first received Christ as a 5-year-old little boy. As I have continued to go deeper into Christ, I have come to realize that the secret to lasting victory and joy in the Christian life comes to us as we understand the full implications of these beautiful words. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Hutchison Taylor called this the exchanged life. As you surrender your life to Christ, He lives His life through you. So why then do so many Christians seem to be struggling with besetting sins, struggling to be joyful in adversity, struggling to walk by faith and not by sight? Is this the life to which God has called us? Does this sound like the life of Christ who is living within us? Paul found a better way. It was the way of the exchanged life. So how do we live this exchanged life? Well, first of all, it begins when you know that Jesus died on the cross in your place. You have been crucified with Christ through faith in Him. Secondly, you begin to live the exchanged life when you consider yourself to be not only dead to sin, but also alive unto God because of the life of the risen Christ who now lives within you through the Holy Spirit. Finally, you must start making decisions based upon the conviction that Christ is the one who is now manifesting His life through your actual flesh and blood humanity in the present circumstances in which you find yourself. This is the exchanged life. It flows out of the good news of what Christ has done, and it is experienced in direct proportion to the level of your trust and obedience to Him.